Here is a scenario almost every freelance video editor has lived through at least once. You spot a creator whose content you genuinely know you could elevate. You spend 4 hours downloading their clips, cutting an unrequested 60-second sample edit, balancing audio, adding custom typography, and rendering out a master file. You draft an email, paste the link, hit send, and wait for the enthusiastic reply. And then, complete silence. Days turn into weeks, and you get ghosted. The immediate assumption most editors make is that their cutting wasn't fast enough, their sound design wasn't punchy enough, or their color grade was off. But that assumption is completely wrong. When you send an unrequested sample edit up front, you aren't proving high-level value. You are positioning yourself as a commodity laborer. You are telling the client that your time has zero baseline value, and you force them into the role of a line manager evaluating execution speed, rather than a creative partner helping them solve business friction on their channel. To understand why creators ignore free sample edits, you have to look at the interaction through their actual workflow, not yours. High-ticket creators and busy channels get dozens of cold emails a week. When you send them a raw sample video, you are asking them to take time out of their production schedule to watch a clip, figure out what you changed, evaluate whether those changes match their personal style, and formulate a detailed critique. In short, you just handed them cognitive homework. A raw sample edit doesn't show a client how your work impacts their overall channel performance. It just forces them to guess. They don't have the mental bandwidth to critique your timeline, so the easiest decision for them to make is no decision at all. They archive the message and move on. If you want to stop getting ghosted, you have to invert your outreach completely. You need to shift from labor-first pitching, where you do hours of unbilled work, to diagnostic pitching, where you highlight a specific visual or structural bottleneck on their channel that is currently dragging down viewer retention or click-through performance.
The Diagnostic Audit Framework relies on 3 strict principles. First, stop offering unprompted sample edits. Never spend hours editing video footage for a client who hasn't even acknowledged your existence yet. Second, evaluate their public channel footprint for visible friction. This isn't about subjective opinion like your videos could be cooler. It's about spotting objective profile disconnects, chaotic thumbnail typography, inconsistent visual hierarchy, jarring audio level drops between sections, or an unorganized channel page that confuses new viewers the moment they land on it. Third, frame your outreach around fixing that exact bottleneck in 3 concise sentences. Instead of saying, "Hey, I'm an editor, here is a 60-second video I cut for you," your message says, "I noticed your recent thumbnail structure creates visual clutter alongside your title text, which creates friction for prospective viewers before they ever click play. Here is the specific structural tweak that cleans up that visual hierarchy." When you pitch a solution to a specific bottleneck, you aren't asking them for a critique. You are offering clarity.
Let me show you how this looks in practice using my local setup inside Ordi. Instead of opening an editing timeline and burning half my afternoon on a sample edit, I take a screenshot of the target creator's YouTube channel page and drop it directly into Ordi's local audit engine. Because Ordi runs locally on your desktop using Gemini Flash Vision Fusion, it parses the entire visual hierarchy of their profile in seconds, without sending your data to external SaaS servers or charging subscription fees. The local engine generates a 1 to 10 fit score, in this case snapping to a 4 out of 10, and highlights a clear visual bottleneck, branding incoherence across their recent upload strip and low-contrast thumbnail text. At the exact same time, Ordi's built-in Copilot drafts a clean 3-sentence diagnostic pitch specifically tailored to that flaw, drawing directly from my saved portfolio context. I click Copy Match, switch over to Gmail, and press Ctrl-V. The clipboard interceptor pastes plain text cleanly, without any broken HTML formatting or weird background boxes that trigger spam filters. The entire audit and pitch process took under 90 seconds, required 0 hours of unpaid editing, and gives the creator an actionable diagnostic insight they can immediately understand.
When a creator replies to a diagnostic pitch, They aren't asking for free labor. They are asking how you can help fix the problem you just pointed out. That is your transition into a paid trial. Reply by proposing a structured 3-video trial project where you handle the editing and apply that exact diagnostic fix to their next uploads. They pay for your time, you validate your workflow under real working conditions, and both sides establish a professional baseline before committing to a monthly retainer. By replacing 4-hour unrequested sample edits with 90-second diagnostic channel audits, you eliminate unpaid labor from your pipeline, protect your time, and position yourself as an authority in post-production strategy. You can run 5 free local channel audits every 24 hours on WAP using Ordi. Grab the link in the description, audit your lead list, and stop doing homework for prospective clients.